Hey guys, welcome to the Soulcast episode 21. I'm Jared.
Thanks.
Hi, Jared.
Hi, Jared. I'm Dash, and we also have Thukas here,
Yeah, hi.
returning from last week. But we are missing a Monarch, a Maxwell. So that's why Jared has joined us today. Some of you might remember Jared from episode 1 of the
What?
Soulcast. He's
The
returned.
forgotten episode.
He's returned 20 episodes later for his long-awaited sequel to deliver
Yes.
some of his expertise on a little game that we have wasted approximately almost 2 entire days worth of time into, called Among Us.
Spirit.
I'm not proud of it.
Yeah, what hours are you guys sitting at?
I'm probably sitting at about 35.
I don't know. I could check. Do you want me to check?
Yeah, I'm at 39.9 hours.
Okay. I think now you're gonna hear a couple of clicks now though, because I'm gonna have to.
Yeah,
Looking
I'm
at
at
the keyboard.
36 hours.
Fair dinkum. And that's all been in the past, like 3 weeks, I'd say. 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
It was a lifeline for during our trial exams.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And now it's carried over. But we've played this quite a bit, and I think we all have enough knowledge to speak about the game, a little bit about our own personal experience, what the game as a game itself, and then sort of the genre itself, because we, like as a group, have played social deduction games for a long time, right? Mafia, and all that.
Counter Salem.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they usually end up in yelling.
Not as much as this game.
No, this game has some flaws that we will, I think we'll address.
Yeah.
But I think when we all first started playing the game, I think we were all having a pretty swell time.
At
yeah,
the start it
it
was
was-
great.
Yeah, maybe for like the first 15 hours. Oh, we should.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
people,
I have 27.5 hours.
Man,
Oh,
beating
yeah,
you.
total 27.5
I'm
hours.
beating you
How
by-
the hell do you have
I've
so
been beating you
much?
by 12.
Alex is like falling
Wait,
behind.
how do you have so many hours more than me? Oh my god.
I don't
We've
know.
got like 10
Do
more.
you have
How?
some on mobile?
I've played a little bit, but I think like max 4 hours. On
Yeah,
mobile.
okay. I have no
Like
idea.
last night we played for how long? 4 hours, maybe,
Oh, I don't know, 3.
maybe 3. Yeah, okay, so I played on mobile there, so we'll add an extra 3. I'll probably be pretty close to yours.
Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah. So like for the first chunk, we were all having a pretty good time. We were all learning the game, and there was it was fresh, right? We were all playing the same map, and then we moved to the next map. No one really seemed to like the second map.
No,
I quite
we
like the
played
second
it.
map.
We played it like one night, and then that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I find the second map's very good for imposter play.
I mean, I've been imposter on the second map, and I always just use the fence, and then I fucking get like busted because no,
Yeah.
how the fuck did you get over there? I was like, fuck, I used the vent. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, no, the thing is with that map, you usually would do a vent from a room into another room, then kill someone, then vent back. So it doesn't look suspicious on the whatever.
Yeah.
logbook
I think
thing
it's
it
just a
is.
stupid shape. Like, what the fuck? It's like
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
its
it's-
shape's very annoying. It basically makes it so you have to go through that middle part.
it makes no sense. Such an irregular thing. I don't know how they designed it.
Yeah, it's just like just little out and protruding things.
Yeah, it's like, which protruding thing are you in? It's like, I was in the fucking bottom right protruding thing. Oh, okay. And if someone just stands in the fucking middle of the thing, they know where everyone is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That makes it like not quite epic. But we've recently I don't mind the starting map. I think just after like 30 hours on it.
Yeah, because that's like the one map we have some like 20 hours or something on. And it just gets way too repetitive. And everyone's so good at the tasks there that
Yeah, and
tasks get done
yeah,
very
and
quickly.
everyone knows where all the vents go, and it's just fucking. It's really hard to pull stuff off. We recently started playing the last map. Which
I prefer the last
I'm
map
a very
over
big fan
all
of the
them.
last map. Moz, what is your opinion on the last map?
I mean, It's good. I haven't played too much of it. My first experience with it was I was the imposter and I had no fucking clue what anything was. So I had to make up some shit. I still don't get the nodes.
Yeah, I
Which
fucking
also-
called you out.
Which also fucked me up. But I mean, once you play it for a bit, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
I reckon it's better than the second map.
Yeah.
And it's probably on par with the first.
Yeah, it has like so many like new mechanics and stuff, right? Like I
Yeah.
haven't had any like window plays yet. But they seem like they could be like valuable.
Yeah.
Now I really like the vitals and stuff. Because you
Yeah.
have the vitals as well as a security camera, which add 2 different ways.
And then you've also got the
exactly.
admin
And then
desk.
you still have admin.
Mm.
And security's
Mm.
different too. Security takes up the entire fucking screen. So if like 2
Yeah.
people are in security, someone can walk and kill the person next to you, and you don't even know.
Yeah.
There's also another thing with the security on that. You know how, like, when you're on a security camera, on the camera itself, it shows when someone's on it.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually show which camera you're on specifically. It just puts all of them on,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which not many people know, actually. So...
And there's fucking vents everywhere, and I really like the whole layout is cool anyway. Like with the whole specimens like thing in the decontamination in like the corner.
Yeah, with
Like-
no
Yeah.
vents as well. So like if you kill someone in there, you have to like either defend it as an imposter or get out somehow.
Yeah.
Pretty
So
good.
I'm very big props. And they're actually working on a 4th map now. That's what the developers are doing. With their time. Do you guys know that they were planning to make an Among Us 2?
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
stopped that, right?
Yeah, they stopped it because they would have
Yeah.
taken ages.
And
Which-
like you don't need to, I don't feel like if you were to make a Among Us 2, like what would you add?
No, the reason they were doing it was to update the source code because they'd been
Oh.
developing Among Us 1 for ages, so lots of the source code is like outdated, and
Yeah.
not very maintainable. So they wanted to like start from scratch so they could actually maintain it. But then obviously, most people who play the game aren't game developers. They don't really understand that. So they're just like, oh, fucking
And also-
update the game, yeah.
The game is really accessible. Like it's still extremely simple. You can still
Yeah.
have it on mobile and everything. So I
Yeah.
don't really. The
But the
source code isn't like a big thing for players.
well, it is. That's why the servers die all the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And then there's also the issue with the servers because there's not many servers or many server regions. A lot of people, like for us in instant, which is in Australia, just sucks because we can get the best ping from North American servers, which is still 200 ping. So like you could be running away from imposter and just die.
I mean, personally, 200 ping is pretty good.
It's fine. It's just 2 seconds, yeah.
I think it's pretty good.
But the issue is that you fucking just randomly DC from games because the game hasn't been optimized to fucking handle 3 billion servers like up.
It still
I
performs
think-
pretty well.
I think it was the right choice not to remake the whole fucking thing. And just refactor as they go.
Yeah.
I
slowly
think
update it.
I think they should be. I don't know why they like take so long to. Because it's been like, when did it blow up? Like a month ago, 2 months ago.
I'd say about
Yeah.
like a month ago.
Yeah, and they haven't really added anything apart from like a couple
Well,
of cosmetic items.
They added those. I think it was like the 15 Halloween items or something.
Yeah, because like when they make new maps, most of the tasks are fucking like just like reused anyway. So it's not like it
Yeah.
would take them like a great deal of time to whip up a new map.
No.
And a new
It's
layout.
not really the task. I bet it's more the pathfinding for the people. So like, you can't just have like some dumb wall in some place just because you want to do something. Like if they're thinking about a map properly, they'll think about, okay, the vision in this room is so and so. This then, because you know how your vision can be dependent on your position in like a doorway or something.
Yeah.
Like you also have to take into factor where all the walls are and how
But
they
it doesn't
will affect.
It doesn't take a month.
Yeah.
I mean,
But,
you
yeah.
probably just get a beta like out, and then you get so
Yeah.
many people to play, and they play test it.
Yeah.
That would
Hmm.
probably be done really quick.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
I mean, they must have so much money if you think about it too. Like it's 3 dudes. They must be fucking like stacked on cash.
Maybe.
Like I would hire like a couple of like 2 map designers, get them to just fucking churn out maps and just add a new one every like fortnight.
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
update
cool.
existing maps or stuff. Like even like adding like new like maps that have like different roles, so it's not just all crewmates and imposter. Like maybe there's like another
Oh, I don't
role.
know. That might. I don't know. That would change up the whole game, though.
Yeah, that's why you have
But like,
a different map for that. So it's like essentially a different game mode, right?
I don't know. Maybe if you added like a DLC for that, I don't really know. That
but
would
you
be
could
fun.
also in turn add like the changing of the rules, so you can add or minus things, sort of like a game like Town of Salem. If
Yeah, I know, but
anyone's
that's the
played
thing.
that.
Like now we're going more into Town of Salem with the mafia and the
But the thing
detective
is,
and
with
the doctor and all this other
Town
shit.
of Salem, it's not like a personal recount. Like you're not moving around. You're just taking in information as people say it, and then just spitting it out. You're not acting as the character. I'd
Yeah,
say.
they need new. I do think they need to add more roles or more something that's not just like, what does a crewmate do? They fucking go around and do their tasks. What does the imposter do? They lie about doing their tasks. That's borderline what happens, right?
Yeah.
I think it needs to be.
But I mean, I think that's also part of why it's so popular. It's extremely simple.
But that's
we're
why you
sick
can
of
keep it simple.
Yeah.
What?
So you can keep it like that in like the already existing maps. You already have 3 maps that are like that, right? But then there are other maps and modes that introduce more complexities.
Yeah, and then there's also the custom settings thing as well.
Yeah, because at the moment I'm sick of doing the same thing over and over again. Like this new map is good, but after like another 10 hours on this map, I swear to God.
Yeah, but then there's
Yeah.
also that thing. Like everyone still wants to play Among Us. Like, I mean, well, so you can get. It's starting to get a bit annoying.
No, I fucking the new strategy
Oh,
of just
yeah,
fucking
but,
killing someone in front of someone else and just shouting at them. Man, that is
Yeah.
so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but if you can change up the game. But I reckon anything that you infringe upon it now, like adding, I don't know if adding new things would be necessarily good. Or I just don't know how. Is there really a game in which implements it like that? Because you've got Town of Salem.
No,
which you're given a
that's the
card.
thing. There's been
No.
no like big video game, what's it called? Social deduction games.
Yeah.
And
Town of
this,
Salem is the biggest, I'd say, social deduction game.
and it's not a
as
video game.
No, it is.
Yeah, but it wasn't before. It was. It's literally just Mafia,
It was
the
a
old
board,
Mafia
yeah,
game.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Among Us actually has taken video game elements and like applied.
But I'm
that
just
to
like,
social deduction.
I think the major reason why it's so popular is because of that, like that simple way that it has, like its premise is just a, your crewmate, do your tasks, your imposter, kill everyone.
I know, and if you add more game modes, that doesn't. I don't think that devalues that base
Yeah.
experience.
I don't know. I just don't know if it would necessarily be a good thing on the games.
What do you think the
Not, like,
developers should be
profit
working
bar.
on then?
I mean, what they've got right now is working for them. Like, what
People are going to
like,
get sick of it though.
Yeah. there's-
but that's also because we have played it like fucking so much in a short
Everyone
amount
has.
of time.
Like the whole internet has like been
Yeah.
churning this out like non-stop for the past month. Like people are going to get sick of doing the same thing over and over again.
It'll become a forgotten game if there's like no changes in gameplay.
It's like Fall Guys. It's like everyone was fucking playing Fall Guys day in day out, and it's fucking dead now because nothing. They didn't add anything.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
know. I think Fall Guys itself was just absolutely shit.
Yeah, Fall Guys
Like,
was shit.
even like everything in that game that was bad. You couldn't even. It wasn't even that social because it was like 30 players, and you will
Yeah.
never have 30 people in a fucking game.
You can't even get
No.
like a lobby of more than like 2 of your mates in. It's so stupid.
Yeah,
I don't know why it was
yeah.
so
And if you
popular.
want to make,
I'm glad it's dead.
but,
But I had like, because then
I'm-
you can add like other like mechanics on certain maps and stuff. Like maybe there's like a power up voting. So like once per game, if that power up is enabled, people can vote to use it. Like maybe it's a power up. It's like it reveals how far everyone was away from the body.
So you say like you could have things like, okay, so characters have like a gadget which can like bioscan and it detects like how far away people are.
Yeah, like maybe a certain character can do that. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they're all interesting. Like, having a game like that would be good. I just don't know how well like they would be, because I'm sure they're pretty happy with how it is now.
Well, I think it's gonna die in about
Yeah.
a month, maybe. It'll be dead.
Yeah, I mean, well, it already is kind of. It's not as strong as it was.
It's
But
still,
I guess also with COVID-19,
It's still
like,
pretty
this is
strong.
really-
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying at the very beginning, like it was like, like with fucking. Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to. Like with.
You can swear.
Yeah. No, like with Twitch, because they had so many people on it, and now there's like, I think I looked at it. I don't know.
there's still a lot of
Yeah.
people
It's
into
still-
it.
it's
Like,
still-
Oh, it's still
really-
100. Yeah.
It's really entrenched in
It's
pop
the number
culture
one
still.
game. Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
number one game on Twitch, but it's not as big as it was like a couple
Well,
weeks ago.
my prediction is 3 weeks, and it'll be dead. Well, 3 weeks, and
Yeah,
then it'll
I'm-
start. 3 weeks, and then it'll start dwindling, and then in maybe like 2 months, it'll be gone.
yeah,
Unless
like, as-
unless they actually do something to change something up.
Yeah. But I
And
mean,
as you said-
fundamentally, the game's good. It's got
Yes,
it's
I
got
like
all the
it.
base. It's got all of the premises to make a addictive, fun social game.
Yeah, I think it's for like $7. It's honestly a
Yeah,
very
and free,
very good
free
game
on bloody
on mobile.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's got to be the best
ridiculous.
mobile game that there is on the, like, unironically, best free mobile game out there. The only like there's like I don't know why they haven't made it so like you can have change imposter count at like runtime. I don't know what the fuck is in the code that's stopping them from doing that, and I cannot
Yeah.
begin to fathom like what they've done. But
Yeah.
stuff
I
like
mean,
that. I think stuff like that is. I think stuff like that is why they wanted to remake the thing, because whatever if it was easy, they would have fucking done it by now. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, from a coding perspective, like, can you do that whilst the game is running? Or not?
Yeah. If you think about like the amount of ways they could have like written the infrastructure, it seems perfectly normal to have that capability. And I don't know why they didn't design it with that in mind. But they must have done something that's like shot themselves in the foot. I can't possibly think of what it is.
they didn't use the proper development management.
Because even
techniques,
like,
Jade.
because all you're doing is generating the imposters once you already up and enter the game, like, and that number can be sourced from the lobby. It doesn't have to be sourced from the thing, and it's not like they randomly get picked in the lobby because the amount of people in the lobby is dynamic. So it makes no sense.
Yeah. I don't know. They did something.
Yeah, something's fucked. Yeah, but anyway,
Yeah.
I think.
But this genre of game is pretty good. Like,
Yeah, so I think social deduction. I think it blows up too because of. I think you were alluring to this before, like COVID. I think it really
Yeah.
blows up because it gives a way for people to connect in a game. Because it is because even though you're not like chatting like, oh, how was your day, because you have to mute yourself in the thing, it's still it brings out the character in like each of your mates in the play group.
yeah.
Yeah, like everyone has their own different playstyle with the game, and that's why different groups of people can play the game differently to others.
But it's also like, it's not just the playstyle, it's the personality as well.
Yeah.
And that's like, more people are more fluent with like their personality and who they are socially than a game sense and how to
Yeah.
work in a game. So I reckon that's a really good thing that the game has going for it, especially. Yeah.
And it gives like non like gamers a chance at like winning a game.
Yeah.
Like, if you're like
Yeah.
good socially, you can just
And even like people like, we'll just say, I don't know, like, well, Alessia, for instance, or
Yeah.
person A
Yeah.
doesn't play games but can play pretty fucking well when we're
Yeah.
playing the game. Because it's not so much about that, because of its simple mechanics. Like, well, at least I think
Yeah, all you do
It's
is
so
fucking
simple
walk
in that.
around and drag fucking
Yeah.
wires together.
it really demands you to bring out personality and individuality when actually like doing the thing. Or actually, I don't know, if you're an imposter, you wanna stay not individual. You wanna just be part of the group,
Yeah, fucking
not speak.
Riley's epic strategy of just fucking never saying anything ever.
Yeah.
It, like, doesn't matter if he's the imposter or the crewmate, you just can't fucking tell.
Yeah.
He just acts the same, but both ways.
No, he does. Yeah.
But it works out for him though. Like it works very well.
I know.
I reckon Riley's best imposter player I've found.
Yeah, and that's why it's fun, and I think that's where the longevity comes from, and why we've been able to play it for so long, is because the play groups have been like swapping up like gradually. Like every time we go play, it's not the same. It's not always the same group of people, and even just having like 2 different people in the party drastically changes the whole dynamic.
Yeah, and then having like newer people who haven't played the game before with people who are more experienced with the game can like change it up drastically.
No, it's horrible because
It's
if
shit.
you
It's so bad.
do like lights, if you do lights, they're like, well, I know person X, Y, and Z can't use lights because they haven't played the game.
Yeah.
Therefore, it must be out of A, B, and it's like fuck.
Yeah, but it just changes the
Yeah,
game.
fucking-
No, it's horrible. That's the worst.
Yeah, it's so
you
shit.
you get persecuted for knowing how to play. That's also another thing, but because of the game's like easy ability,
It only
to actually
takes a couple of
handle, people
rounds
get it.
to-
Yeah,
yeah.
people get it. It's just bad when they have no clue, and then the first round,
Fucking
it's
when we were
horrible.
playing on that 3rd map and people just wouldn't shut up about not knowing where to go, I was losing my shit. It's like none of us have fucking played this map before apart from Jared. Just fucking click on the map and go to the goddamn exclamation mark. I swear to God.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like Space complained about a lot.
I
about
was
how
flipping shit.
he couldn't find O2 when there's a map in the game.
I swear to God.
Mm,
We're all in the same boat.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this? Windows. Oh.
Funny Windows.
No, it says Windows needs more space on your computer. I don't want it to start doing something when I'm in the middle of it.
Don't fuck it.
No,
Yeah,
Don't
don't.
fuck it.
But I mean, these kind of games are there. I haven't really seen a lot of social deduction games aside from
Yeah, I have
like
not
I
seen...
hear about Town of Salem, but that's like it.
Yeah, I've
Yeah, Town of
look,
Salem's
Mafia. Look, Mafia. Town of Salem came from Mafia, I think.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
been. I'm pretty sure that's like an age-old game. Like that have been a game that people have been playing for like
It's
for, like
yeah,
decades.
it's a very old one.
Yeah, and then I think Among Us has to be the first like successful video game social deduction game, at least big enough for us to hear of, right? And
Yeah,
I would
mean,
really.
you've got a ton of board games that have been adapted,
Yeah.
like Cluedo and stuff. Like all of them are those social deduction and like spy, solve a mystery thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, none of them have done it to at least how Among Us
Yeah.
has.
Do you think that a AAA company, because of Among Us's success, is going to try and tackle a social deduction game and have it as a live service? Like when I mean game as a live service, I mean, you know how like big games like League of Legends, CS:GO, Valorant, Siege, they all constantly update their game. Their monetization is through new skins and buying like stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Do you reckon
I'd
that
say it's
do you reckon
possible.
a AAA company will ever do that with a social deduction game?
I'd say it's possible, but it's probably very unlikely
It would be
because
hard.
of
It'd
because
be
of how
hard
like
to do it, yeah. Oh, Jeremy,
Yeah,
you go.
yeah, because of how like the game's dynamic is like because it's very hard to kind of introduce new elements into a social deduction game. It would be hard to continuously put out updates to have people stay interested in the game.
Yeah, see, I
I'd
don't
say.
think it is that hard to add more mechanics. So we just came up
No,
with like a
well,
bunch
if we
before.
say it's like
Well-
Town of Salem, like you can essentially say, okay, like they could have a DLC or like a update, which is say introducing the werewolf, it does X Y Z, and then like
Yeah.
2 months later they can say introducing the doctor, it does X Y Z. But of course, like in Among Us terms, like introducing I don't know medic or some like the paranormal investigator, or even though we're not playing Bamboozle.
Yeah. It would have
Yeah.
to look. It wouldn't be Among Us. Like a AAA company wouldn't make Among Us and try and monetize that
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
model.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
like,
reckon
the thing,
they could, but just the whole play style, it would be hard, like to make it a AAA game and different to like Among Us, like but yet still being a social deduction game. Like the social deduction games play off the individual,
yeah, the
right?
players,
like
the player base.
yeah.
yeah,
So then a game like Among Us does that well because you're essentially limited in the game space on what you can do. So you rely essentially entirely on the person, the actual player.
Yeah.
So AAA games, they base a lot of them are all about the gameplay, right? They have this massive budget to make great textures, great gameplay mechanics and stuff. But in a social deduction game, it's more
Doesn't
about
really
the
fucking
player,
matter.
not the game.
Yeah.
So I feel like it would be really hard for a AAA game to make something really unique and yet still a social deduction game without kind
Yeah.
of making a reskinned Among Us. You know?
Yeah, the thing is, I don't think you need a AAA company to make a social deduction
No.
game. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it prioritizes, it takes everything from the player. It's not so much the game itself. That's why, a
Yeah.
three crew game can make such profit like this one.
Yeah. Do you think this will have an influx in social deduction games as a whole, like from the indie scene as well? Just like,
Well, I mean, I hope it does. I really
Yeah,
like them.
yeah.
I think they're great. Will it?
I think it would,
Mm.
yeah. Like I bet because with indie games is a lot of them just take a crack at some sort of genre.
yeah, you
And
had
they
like
just-
the platforming like boom where everyone was just making fucking platformers because of like Super Meat Boy and Ori and the Blind Forest and Celeste. Like they really popularized indie platformers.
Yeah.
And then like Binding of Isaac and Spelunky, they really popularized like roguelikes, which
Yeah.
brought like Enter the Gungeon and Risk of Rain and all of them.
And like crawl and things like that.
Yeah, and now maybe it's time for the era of social deduction.
Yeah.
Especially if COVID doesn't clear up for another while, then
Mm.
this is the genre that's really going to flourish.
Yeah. Well, on paper, I mean, I would think it will. I would just be unsure about how individual companies or like indie development teams or whatnot will actually adapt this genre into their own thing. So I feel like it's very restrictive in that sense.
Well, it's so unexplored that I think we honestly can't even comprehend the amount of possibilities that could be happening, right?
I suppose.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. I'm excited to see, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'm very happy that this is the gaming trend and not Fall Guys.
Yeah. Fall Guys' replayability is very, very bad. Like, yeah.
Okay. There we go.
What's good, with these ones too, is because each individual, they come into the game, the player differently. Like when you boot up a game, it's always the same. Like you begin at the beginning, but like with these ones, the person could be having a really good day, or they could be in a really shit mood, but they still want to play the game, right? So they'll be like in a really like, what, fuck this person, I hate him, I'm gonna just destroy them.
Yeah.
Or they can be like happy and be like, oh, this X, Y, the I really don't think. And that also adds
variety.
Variety, which other games that, clean cut games, classic ones.
Yeah,
they
like
don't
takes
have.
the emotions of the players into the game as well.
And that is the beauty of social deduction as a genre. Well, I just hope that they can keep it alive with some updates.
That's pretty good.
I reckon. Anyone else have stuff they wanted to say about Among Us or no?
Do we want to talk about the public lobbies?
Oh, that's awful. It's so shit. Like I cannot imagine like genuinely playing the game in public lobbies.
The thing is, public lobbies are people want to play the game but don't have
They
friends.
don't have friends. They shouldn't support that. Like it should be there, but they should not be
shouldn't
adding
support
updates
that.
to like support it. They, in their like roadmap thing, they said, "Oh, we're gonna be adding like friends lists for the public lobbies and stuff." Like, no, fuck off. I don't want to friend bloody XXX tentacle man in my fucking public lobby. He fucking. All he said all game is where red is sus. I don't care about this person.
Yeah.
No, that's the fall of these kind of games. You have to play it in a group, like when they're at least on voice call or something.
Yeah.
Because you don't
Yeah.
get that personality through text.
Yeah.
And then there's also the fact that if people don't get the role that they want, they just leave the game. So like at the start of a
Random
public game,
games, just, like, 5
everyone just
people
like
leave.
leaves if they didn't get imposter.
Yeah. And I mean, if you did that with a bunch of friends, that would be
Fucking yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they should not be supporting like adding features to support the public lobbies because fundamentally it doesn't work. Like it doesn't matter how much like how much friends list shit they add or like moderation between that. It's just gonna be shit.
Yeah.
Unless they add, because even if you added like in-game voice call, it still sucks because you don't know which voice goes to which person.
Yeah.
I guess you could add like a ranked lobby version of the game instead of like for the public lobby sort of area. So you can
Ranked?
kind
How
of.
are you gonna rank them? How are you gonna
Well, the
rank?
thing is, ranked lobbies can kind of differentiate different people that play the game. So you can get people who actually will play the game in a higher ranked.
I reckon this is a lot of coding and
Yeah.
requirements for a feature
Yeah.
which would probably be never used. Or like
Fellas,
very
what
minimally.
rank are you in Among Us? Like in Plat 3.
Yeah,
Oh.
imposter rankings. Like how much do you win as an imposter?
Yeah, what's your
Wait,
imposter?
what's your
dude?
KD?
Yeah.
Oh no! See, I don't want them to do that. It's a waste of time.
Yeah, personally, just more maps.
More maps, more
Make the
features. Just
game-
add more content. Not more
Yeah,
fucking
content.
stupid hats. Why did it take them like a month to add 5 fucking hats?
I don't know.
They have 2
No
art.
clue.
Wait, I think they have 2 artists and 1 programmer.
Yeah.
2 artists. That means between them, they each made like 3 hats.
I don't know. Maybe they had to play test the hats, make sure the hats look good.
They're fucking blurry in the UI.
Yeah, they're so like watered down and pixelated that they're
Yeah.
horrid.
Oh well. I don't know why they just import them at a higher fucking resolution, but okay.
Maybe it's because the game's infrastructure's so old.
No, it's literally Unity. It's just all they have to do is up.
Is
the,
it just Unity?
They just have to up the maximum like bloody file size on that file. But oh well.
Yeah.
Cool. So was that all we wanted to say about Among Us?
I guess that's about it. Yeah.
I reckon
Rad.
pretty good.
Tune in next week when fucking some. Oh, when do you reckon the new map is out? You reckon it'll be out by then?
Maybe.
Next week? I don't know. You're being they just kind of released like considering how long it took them to release the Halloween stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
that
I
just
know.
could be a thing just for Halloween that they just had to release at the start of October.
But it
That
wasn't
just
at
could
the
be
start
just
of
a very
October, though.
quick, wasn't it?
No, it was like, wasn't it like in the middle of? It wasn't like last week.
It was like
Yeah.
around about last week, which
It would have been more like the 4th.
yeah,
or the
last
5th.
week was like the first. Thursday was the first last week.
I reckon it didn't release at the start of October.
I don't reckon it will release in November. I reckon it will release December.
You reckon that's when the map's coming out?
Yep, December.
December's a long
Placing a
way
bet.
away, though.
I reckon.
Oh, actually, yeah.
I reckon.
I reckon it'll be
early
faster.
November.
Like
Early
one map
November.
wouldn't be too hard to get out.
Well, that's what you think,
don't
but
know.
it's fucking
Yeah.
taken them. Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm.
No idea.
Let's see.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. I reckon we wrap up this episode, in Soulcast tradition, with what have you got for us?
Jeez. Well, I've been quite busy this whole week, so I haven't really been on the memes. But I'm like, I don't know, I'm really trying to go through, but there's nothing particularly sticking out. And I thought, maybe I could do the Among Us memes, but nah. Oh, actually,
No.
actually, you know what?
Oh,
I will
no.
do the Among Us memes because why the fuck
No.
not? I reckon these Among Us memes, like, they're quite interesting because they work so well with the game, right? Because Among Us kind of its popularity came from Twitch, right? Streamers, and streamers basically fuel the meme culture, right?
Yeah.
And you have this like symbiotic relationship where the Twitch streamers play Among Us, and then the Among Us fans make these memes, and it just keeps on repeating because the more memes, the more Twitch people who play the game, which equals the more Among Us people, which equals the more memes, and just this flow-on effect. And I reckon these Among Us memes are really good in actually, like, yeah, well, I mean, of course they're good in promoting the game, but they're also good in encapsulating the variety of gameplay that can be in it. Because, you can have some which are crewmate specific, you can have some which are imposter specific, just some ones about like how cute the mini crewmate is, or how like destructive some player is. There's a lot of variations in memes, because a lot of the time when we have like a meme from one game, like you'll have like what's that game that has the beginning? I think it's Skyrim, right? Which is like when they're
Yeah,
doing that.
yeah. When they're in a
like-
wagon.
Yeah, it's like you have that meme of Skyrim, which is an iconic one, but there's only like one format for the Skyrim meme, really. Oh, actually, no. There's one really popular one, but with the Among Us ones, there's like the emergency one. I've seen a ton of mini crewmate ones.
Yeah.
You know, a ton of like the different. I hope if they made a new Among Us, they'd add some of the fan made like kill animations. I reckon that would be so good for them. But,
All right. See, I like the genuine memes, but like some of the stupid shit where it's just yellow is sus, and that's the funny.
yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is that?
Yellow kind
Yeah.
of suck. I don't know.
Yellow kind of sus. Haha. Big cake. Top funny.
No, but it encapsulates also the play, because a lot of those ones which it has like people online, they're always horrible, right?
Yeah.
They always have like something stupid, and that encapsulates what
Yeah.
playing with randoms actually is. It's a complete shit show.
It's so bad.
Yeah, but I mean, I think meme of the week. I know it's probably not the best meme of the week, but
Yeah.
considering we're talking about Among Us,
It's the Among
I
Us
reckon
special.
Yeah, I reckon these memes really help bring its popularity, and also considering
Yeah,
like
it's
Twitch,
fucking. It's ingrained. Among Us has ingrained itself in pop culture.
yeah, and especially in the meme culture with Twitch and stuff. It's an essential part. Like Among Us is essentially, it was birthed through like these Twitch memes, right?
Yeah.
Now everyone plays it. It's pretty good. It shows just how important Twitch and other programs are to actually success in different formats. And memes are a legitimate way of gaining monetary memes. It's pretty good.
That's how people.
Oh, well.
Free advertisements.
Cool. Well, thank you all for joining us for this Among Us special. Thank you, fucking Jared, for coming along to deliver his Among Us expertise.
Thank you, Jared.
They call me a pro.
They?
Yeah, they call me a pro at Among Us, yeah.
Who's they?
No.
Just
Remember-
they.
No, you had some pretty illogical thought last time we played.
Well, to be fair, you've also had your shit once.
Yeah, we all do, but...
Yeah, no. It's just a 50-50 90% of the time.
Yeah, but it's funny being Ghost when you can...
Yeah, no, it's great.
Some wild assumptions, and then you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, see the whole thing unfold. Full of shit.
Yeah.
Oh well. Thank you all for watching. We will catch you next week. As always, all the links to all the socials, everything we do is in the description. Join the Discord server, hang out with the community, and we'll catch you all next week.
Yep.
Goodbye.
See you later.
See ya.
Bye.